Run! No, not really. Stay tuned for today's video as I talk all about the verb run. Now, you might be thinking, well, run means correr. It's a basic and commonly used verb and probably one of the first verbs you learn when learning English. But it means more than just correr. So stay tuned to today's video as I explain all the different uses of the verb run. Hey everyone, welcome back to Dynamic English. Today we're going to be talking about the complexities of the verb run. If this is your first time watching us, be sure to click the subscribe button and ring the bell for notifications. It really helps us out on the channel. Alright, let's get started. First up, we have run used as a verb. We all know the most common use, to move your legs quickly. For example, maybe the athletes are running towards the finish line. Or maybe the dog ran after the car. The next use of run is an informal use, which means to leave or to go. For example, sorry, he had to run to a meeting. Or, sorry, I can't talk right now. I gotta run. The next use of run is to manage, direct, or be the leader of an organization. For example, Elon Musk runs Twitter. Or, here at Dynamic English, we run English courses. The next use of run as a verb means to travel over a regular route. For example, the bus runs every 10 minutes. The next use of run as a verb means when a machine is working. For example, you won't want to put your hand in the machine while it's running. Or maybe in the wintertime you need to warm your car up, so you leave it running for a little while before. The next use of run as a verb means when liquid is flowing out. For example, my nose is running. I need a tissue. Ugh. The next use of run as a verb means to be a candidate for political office. For example, the senator is running for re-election. Or Joe Biden ran for president 3 times before winning. The next use of run as a verb means to cost. For example, if you break the screen on your iPhone, it's going to run you a lot of money. Okay, stop. I just want to take a moment to remind you guys that if you're enjoying this video, then why not contact us to take a course? At Dynamic English, we offer individual and group courses online or in person here in Santiago, and all with native English-speaking teachers. So if you're wanting to take your English to the next level, Dynamic English. Next, we have phrasal verbs using the verb run. First, we have run into. This typically means encounter. For example, no, we didn't finish on time because we ran into a few problems. The next phrasal verb we have is run over, which actually has 2 meanings. The first meaning is when a car or something passes over something else. For example, I ran over a rabbit on my way home from work. The second use of run over means to review something, typically a document, quickly. For example, I need to run over the details from yesterday's meeting. Next up, we have run out, which means when the supply of something is finished or no longer available. For example, the battery on my phone has run out. And our last phrasal verb is to run something by someone, which means to get their opinion or approval on something. So I have a few ideas that I'd like to run by you, so stay tuned. But before we get to that, if you enjoyed learning those phrasal verbs, be sure to check out our other videos right here on this channel all about phrasal verbs. Alright, now let's talk about some idioms and common expressions using the word run. On the run, which means to be in a hurry or to escape from the police. For example, I don't have time for hobbies because I'm always on the run. A criminal escaped from prison and is on the run. Next is in the long run. This means a long period of time or in the far future. For example, I know I don't like to do exercise, but I know it's good for me in the long run. Next is run a red light, which is something we've probably all done in our car. It means when the light is red, you keep going. If you get caught by the police running a red light, you're probably going to get a ticket. Next we have run in the family. This means to be a common biological characteristic within a family. For example, gray hair runs in my family. Give someone a run for their money. This means to compete very well against a professional or an experienced expert. For example, Simone Biles is the greatest gymnast of all time, but there are some gymnasts who could give her a run for her money. Run errands. This means to complete tasks outside of the home. So if you're running errands, you're probably going to the bank, the post office, and maybe the supermarket. Running errands. Run like clockwork. This expression means when everything functions correctly and on time. For example, no, the meeting went great. Everything ran like clockwork. Perfect. Run of the mill. This means something that is average, typical, and there's nothing really special about it. For example, my hat is just a run-of-the-mill hat. Hit a home run. While this term does refer to completing all of the bases in one bat in baseball, we also use it to mean that someone is successful. For example, Elon Musk's first 3 companies were all home runs, but the 4th one, not so much. The run up to. This expression refers to the period of time leading up to an important event. For example, the politicians are campaigning hard in the run-up to the election. Run a tight ship. This expression means to keep a very strict, disciplined routine. For example, if you're wanting to improve your English, you need to run a tight ship and practice every day. Run out of gas or run out of steam. This expression means to lose energy or momentum. So this is the end of the video, and I have just run out of gas. Alright, if you enjoyed learning about those idioms that use the word run, be sure to check out some of our other videos about idioms right here on this channel. For all of us at Dynamic English, that's all the time I have for today. I gotta run. See ya.